Juneteenth is one of America's most important holidays, and it marks the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Juneteenth is also the country's newest federal holiday, though activists have fought for its recognition for decades. Honoring Juneteenth and its history can help your corporate team create a more inclusive culture, learn together, and spark dialogue. In this video, you'll learn the do's and don'ts of honoring Juneteenth at work. I'm Jennifer with Unexpected Virtual Tours. We offer radically creative virtual team building experiences for remote teams, including our unforgettable Juneteenth virtual program, named by Forbes magazine as one of the top 10 ways in the country to honor Juneteenth. As you plan your Juneteenth celebrations, it's important to know the do's and the don'ts of honoring this holiday. Let's start with the do's. First, do understand the history behind this holiday. Juneteenth marks the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Over 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed, on June 19, 1865, the Union Army notified the enslaved people in Galveston, Texas that they were free. This led to a days-long celebration and continues to be an annual celebration celebrated across the country. Do you understand that Juneteenth is a celebration, but also a time to reflect on continuing injustices? As early as the first Juneteenth, African American speakers used Juneteenth and Emancipation Day celebrations as a day to not only celebrate freedom, but to also raise awareness of continued racism and disparities in the country. It's critical that your company strikes the right balance between fun and seriousness for your Juneteenth events and activities. Third, do provide programming to honor Juneteenth. In the way that companies provide programming during Heritage Month as a way to celebrate the contributions of a cultural group, Juneteenth is a moment in which companies can elevate the African American story and community. One great choice is to hire a guest speaker or an expert who has a background in sharing the story of Juneteenth and why emancipation matters. While there are many great choices, if you're interested in learning more about our immersive Juneteenth virtual experience, which includes live streaming guides at important locations like the Emancipation Oak, where the Emancipation Proclamation was first read in the South, see the link below in the captions. Another great do to honor Juneteenth at work: support Black-owned businesses. Whether you're seeking a new caterer for your next event, shopping for gifts, or picking a vendor for your company's essentials, opt to support a Black-owned establishment. This is a simple but impactful way to honor Juneteenth at work and align your diversity, equity, and inclusion goals with your business practices. Just do an online search for Black-owned businesses to find companies close to you. You can even find lists organized by location, products, and more. And what about things you shouldn't do when honoring Juneteenth? For starters, don't ignore Juneteenth in your corporate calendar. This is an African American holiday and an important day for all Americans. Juneteenth is America's true day of freedom, which celebrates the freedom of every person living in this country regardless of their race, and companies should not ignore the impact or the importance of this day. Second, don't put employees on the spot by asking them to share a LinkedIn or Slack post without talking to them first. Historically, Juneteenth was celebrated only in Texas, so not every African American may have traditions associated with this holiday, and enslavement is an emotional topic, so not everyone may feel comfortable sharing their thoughts or their feelings about it. Another don't over-commercialize Juneteenth. Juneteenth should not be treated as a marketing gimmick, and companies have come under fire for pushing out Juneteenth products that don't reflect the holiday's history and heritage. Consider purchasing from Black-owned businesses who produce beautiful Juneteenth-focused products or support a cause that benefits the Black community. Here's another don't. Don't contribute to harmful stereotypes. For example, watermelon is both a food that's historically served at Juneteenth celebrations, and it's also food that has significant negative stereotypes due to centuries of demeaning caricatures. Be thoughtful so that you're not contributing to harmful stereotypes. And when planning your Juneteenth celebrations, remember that the holiday has a rich history that incorporates a range of diverse communities and cultures, so don't assume what should be done based on generalizations. Listen to experts and do your research ahead of time. For even more ways to learn about Juneteenth, including our Juneteenth virtual experience, our free social media toolkit, quotes, and more ideas, visit unexpectedvirtualtours.com. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay in the know as we share best practices, tips, and ideas for DEI and virtual team building all year long. We'll see you there.